Hi here now. My name is Jeff Hayes, and this is what I'm working on. I'm the owner and lead narrator of the audiobook production company Soundbooth Theater, and what I'm going to show you today is not actually what I'm working on. It's from the first book in the series, Monster Hunt NYC, written by Harmon Cooper, performed totally by myself and Annie Ellicott, with our producer Aaron J. Morton behind us, helping us with the music. And Annie and I did all the acting. I did all the sound design, and we both composed the music and performed it. So this was my first audio drama that I've ever put together, like a full audio drama. And the first book is up for nomination for Best Audio Drama this year in the Independent Audiobook Awards. So I'm really proud of this piece. I'm going to just show you a little bit, just a couple minutes or so from the first Monster Hunt, so you can get an idea of what I'm working on now, which is the sequel, Monster Hunt NYC 2. So I hope you enjoy this sample. Begin fight! As we had previously discussed, Ophelia tried her Sigil Curse spell and failed. Before the opposing Alpha could offer us a smug response, Fujin cast his Toxic Tornado spell. Powerful winds whipped into the battlefield, sharp debris flinging throughout enemy lines, scattering the two healers and giving hell to the steampunk huntress. Magnus, Death Sword. Rose, take the Sasquatch. I and Lady C, provide support. A black vine formed around Magnus's arm and moved towards his blade. It overtook the hilt of his weapon and pulsed once it reached the blade, as if it were a leech. The barbarian charged Magnus, and the mysterious man sidestepped his first axe attack. Magnus was almost poetic in his movements, and watching him move reminded me of a person who had spent years studying dance. His grace was at odds with the barbarian, who was brute force and sheer animosity, muscles upon sinewy muscle. The barbarian was a powerhouse, but Magnus wasn't there to engage him head-on. He was there to use his death sword. The warrior came down with his axe over his head, creating a small crater in front of him and kicking up dust, but by this point, Magnus was already moving in to strike. His black vine-covered blade sliced into the warrior's exposed bicep, and Magnus quickly retreated. The warrior's veins became visible under his skin. They were purple now, as were his eyes. The spell had worked. The warrior lurched forward, as if to vomit. Aya stepped in with her buster sword. He just barely managed to block her swipe with the handle of his axe. He shoved her forward, the barbarian much stronger than Aya, and the Thulian flew back and hit a ridge in the dirt. To their right, Rose had fully engaged the Sasquatch. The two rolled around on the ground, each trying to overpower the other. They were evenly matched, but the Sasquatch had more upper body mobility. "Chain lightning!" I called to Lady C. She stopped tracking Aya, Magnus, and the barbarian. The Matikan warrior sheathed her blades and produced a swirling ball of electricity between her fingers. The electricity surged from her fingertips and struck the barbarian, jumped to the fire hair guy, then to the two healers, the Sasquatch, and finally the steampunk huntress.
Nice!